Before we get into this video, I just want to throw out sorry, I'm in the editing process. Before we get into this video, I want to throw out a little disclaimer that I wrote it and I shot it before Black History Month. So happy Black History Month to everyone. I'm especially happy that the UK has embraced this month. And as my husband said this morning, it's a universal thing. As a woman of color, I am delighted that the UK has embraced diversity both in television and in social media. In light of Meghan and Harry's recent interview, off protocol of course, about structural racism in the UK, I hope there is understanding amongst all of us. Anyway, there's an interesting tie-in here to the importance of culture, diversity, and history in this video. So that is to say, Black Lives Matter. I love you all, and let's get to the video. Hey guys, I got rejected from the Real Housewives show, the Real Housewives of Jersey. So this is my story. Madness! Hi guys, I'm just gonna tell you the whole process I went through getting discovered for the Housewives show and like all the bullshit that comes with it. If you've ever wanted to know how you get on a reality show, I'm about to tell you. They first contacted me on Instagram. They found me through my Instagram based on my location, I guess my pictures. I'm married, I have a child, and I guess that's what they were looking for, although apparently they've ended up with a lot of people who aren't married on the show. What? So they first contacted me on the 18th of February, 10:58 a.m. and fair use, okay? So they said, "Hi Leilani, I hope that you're well and you don't mind me getting in touch. I'm a producer at a television production company, blah, blah, blah. We are preparing to film an exciting ITV series on Jersey, and I'd love to talk it through with you." So I checked it out, all the details checked out, it was all legit, right? Because you know, I've done a video on IG scams, you can, I'll put the link here and you can check it out. But anyway, this was all legit. And my response was, "Sounds really good. I'd love to hear whatever you have in mind." So the response was, "Hi Leilani, thank you for getting back to me. We are planning to bring a well-known ITV brand to the island to start a new series. Maybe easier to explain over the phone. I'm on if you'd like to call me, unless you're happy to send me yours and I'll call you." So I gave him my house phone number only because I just wanted to make sure that like, so the conversation on the phone started with, "I don't know if you're familiar with the Real Housewives franchise," and it led to them wanting to meet me on the spot right then and there. But that was impossible for me because I have a child and husband and like, no. So I chose a mutual place where I'm a member and people know me, so that at least they would say like, "You can't harvest her organs here. This is a members only club. You know, you guys can't be here right now," or whatever. You know, like they told me to make sure to watch, like binge watch as much of the Housewives shows as possible, but I didn't because I'm not on it. So like, why would I watch something I'm not on? Like, anyway, I asked my best friend in Barbados, who I know watches a lot of those shows, and she told me basically the rundown of what it was. So I felt I was prepared. Ish. The meeting went great. I told them about my YouTube channel and that I would gain a lot from the show, you know, from my YouTube channel, subscribers and such. And they understood that, and they also really liked that. They liked that I had something that I would follow up on, because they thought that it would probably keep the show relevant and stuff like that. So they liked that, so that was a good thing. So they said the next step after the interview would be to come to my house and film me. They said it would be very simple filming in my house. It would just be like a tripod and a camera phone, and I didn't hear from them for ages, so that wasn't good. It also was very important for me to plan it because I wanted the cleaners to be here and come like right before they came, because I have a 4-year-old and there's a small window before the house gets completely wrecked, you know what I mean? That was the first annoying thing of many more annoying things. So eventually they did get back to me. Very disappointing. They said that they just wanted me to get my feet wet this season, so I would do a sort of like cameo thing. And I was like, am I gonna be on the red carpet or not? Like, am I cast or not?
I think world, the Housewives concept is a multi-million-pound industry.
You can be a main cast member in the future. Not really what I wanted to hear, because that doesn't sound like full contract, and I was really looking forward to the money. You know? Yeah, so I was really positive about it, and I was sort of like, put me in coach, like I can do camera stuff, like I do my own YouTube videos, I edit them, like I can be comfortable in front of the camera. And they just said like YouTube is different from television, and that you really need to like see how you like it first. So on a side note, I mean, it is quite difficult to look into a camera like this and talk to yourself. I think it's much more difficult actually than acting out to see, even as I've done a lot of stage, so I think it's a lot harder to do YouTube. So then the COVID-19 happened, and they did send me a message then. They said, "Hi Leilani, I hope you're well. Just wanted to get in contact and say thank you for taking the time out of the last couple of weeks to meet with etc. them, to keep you updated in light of recent developments regarding COVID-19 and government precautions. We are delaying filming on Jersey and will be back in touch when production starts up again." I don't know, I come from another island, Barbados, right? So like, I don't know if anybody else out there from islands feel like this, but like I hate when people say on, like you're just on a rock, like on top of the island. So, you know, I would prefer if they said we are delaying our filming in Jersey, because I hate when people say on Barbados. Anyway, it's in Barbados, like we're a nation, we're a country, we have our independence. So anyhow, so we are delaying our filming on Jersey and we'll be back in touch when production starts up again. I look forward to speaking with you again later in the year. Wishing you well at this difficult time from myself and all the team at their production company. But basically, I think it was like a more of like, don't call us, we'll call you. And that's the feeling I got at that time. So it is what it is. So they said on the radio, the Real Housewives of Jersey is filming. And I was like, Alexa, what the fuck did you just say? I mean, seriously. Like I said, I have a reason, I have a purpose, you know, for wanting this. I mean, this is beauty with a purpose, as they say at Miss World, which I went to. So basically at this point, we had heard rumors of filming. It had been in the newspaper, but this was actually the first announcement I heard with my own ears. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was jealous. Okay, so by the way, this is in August, so just to give you a timeline if you're following it. And so at this point, my parents were visiting, so my husband was trying to book a restaurant, and they actually told my husband that they couldn't take a booking because they were filming, you know. And that's when it really hit me, like they're doing events, they're actually making a show. On the 14th of August, I say to my husband, and you'll see later why I know exactly what date it was when I said this to him. I said, it looks like I'm gonna have to do a review channel. My channel is gonna become a review channel. I'm just gonna review the Real Housewives of Jersey and like just go hard, you know, on it, because I've just been rejected, so who else should do it except me? So almost as if they had heard me, which they couldn't have because I said that in my house, they called me the next day, and they were like, "Hi Leilani, I don't know if you remember the Real Housewives of Jersey show. This is," and I was like, as in, of course I remember you. Like, oh my God, you know, of course this was one of my original interviewers back in February. So I was like, oh my God, they actually do want me, you know. So this would be August 15th, right? So, I mean, we're talking February to August. I mean, okay, yes, there was a pandemic and stuff like that, but I mean, like, still call me. You can call me though. At this point, they were like sweet talking me, saying that I've always been on their radar, they've just been watching me, and that they want to do a FaceTime interview with me. And I actually was about to go out to a birthday party, so I had to just run and do this FaceTime, which I did outside because I had my child inside and so on. So I just ran outside in the yard and just like did this interview with them quickly, and it was really good. And again, not that that means anything apparently, And this is the area. Yes, it's a really lovely area. Yes. So basically, the real thing about this interview is that for the first time I mentioned that I was Miss Barbados, and I was sort of accustomed to the limelight. You know, at least I was for a year. You know, that's a year. And they didn't know that before, so they really liked that, and they listed some potential cast members, and I liked all of them, the ones I knew at least. I really liked them, and I was like, you know, I can get along with anybody because I had to get along with 90 something girls at Miss World for 3 weeks, and like not everybody could do that. So and that interview went really well, and they said they were really serious about me and that they'd actually want to do a follow-up interview with my husband and even my son. I was completely open book. I told them that they were able to film my husband, who supported me in all things. And I'm just going to interject here. Jersey and Barbados have a very long history together. There are a lot of Jersey people who come to Barbados for holidays and have homes in Barbados. Although I met my husband in Barbados, he dragged me back to his island home of Jersey, where his family have been for 400 years. Hence why our surname is French. Jersey used to be French. He has so much knowledge of this island and its history and culture, and I basically got stuck with a perpetual tour guide, I feel like. But that's important because as government official, okay, called a deputy, but the equivalent of an MP or Minister of Parliament, if any of you paid attention in school. Mr. Jeremy Masson hoped, according to the local press, that the Real Housewives of Jersey will have long established family connections to the island and will demonstrate their understanding of its unique heritage and culture. So that is what he hoped for ITV. So just another example of like of why I should be on the show. Okay, great. Get back to the video. Bye. And also my son, who likes, because he has a YouTube channel, which I'll link here, shameless plug, but he is also used to being filmed, right, at this point in his life. So I said, yeah, everything's cool. He's a big part of our lives. We don't mind him being filmed either, which is not how everybody will do this kind of show, you know. So I was probably an easier person to work with, if you know what I mean, and I was mindful of that. So yeah, so we did another interview. Really importantly, they told my husband how serious they were, and he explained that he did support me in all things, and that he would, which I was surprised about, was that he said he would be comfortable on camera too. Where? You have done camera work? Or anyway, so I was happy to hear that, because, you know, I was really, you know, pumped at this point, because this is the second time they put me through this bullshit. So I was really hoping that we could just close with contract at this point. They told me that the only thing that I would have to do is I'd have to appear at a party later on that day, because basically if I didn't appear at that party, it would be difficult to write me in. And so I said sure. They said it was a tropical theme party, and I was like, but that's me, because I'm tropical. So I had no problem with that. They asked if I had clothes for that. I did, of course, because that's my everyday attire, except when I'm trying to be professional and posh, as we say. Literally, you know, all plans canceled that day. I gotta go to this party. The only thing they asked me is if I wanted to bring along someone, if I felt comfortable, and I said, no, I can come by myself. I'm totally cool with that. They liked that. They thought that was great. I said, unless there's a fight scene, because you know these housewife shows, right? So I was like, unless there's a fight scene, then I have to bring my mother, who's here, and she's Jamaican.
Try Jesus, not me, 'cause I throw hands.
But they said no, it's gonna be totally fine, and they're gonna tell the other cast members that this new cast member is coming, and they, you know, it would be cool. About an hour before I'm supposed to show up at the damn party, which I knew the location of, but they said they would send taxi for me. They called me and they were like, oh, sorry, you can't come to the party, legal stuff. And actually, like, we thought we could take a shortcut, but we can't. What? Seriously? So I was like, look, I understand the legal ramifications, but I am ready to go, because I was like very worried. So I said, but you said if I didn't appear in this party, it would be difficult to write me in. And they were like, no, it's fine. We're gonna still be able to do it, no problem. It's just that now we have to do the full contract with you before you appear. So we'll be working on that this week, and we'll get back to you with the contract. So I was like, well, okay then, you know, as long as I can still be on the show, right? Because I really need to be on the show at this point, because I've did all of the stuff I need to do and jumped up. We say in Barbados, jump up and bram. Not a lot of Barbadians know that. But you jump up and, you know, get ready, you're there. Okay, FaceTime, okay, in bed, whatever, wherever. Okay, so I was like, great, perfect. Okay, so a week passed and then nothing. And I really hated to ask them, because I really didn't want to seem desperate. Get it? Desperate Housewives. That's so corny. But like, I did finally like ask them, and they just were like, oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna chase that up. Been really busy this week, chasing up your contract, da. So, of course, I was like, I'm very popular, sorry. You know, so of course I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they're not gonna put me through this crap. Like, I know television people are said to be fickle and so on and so forth, but like, honestly, by the way, it's not that much money, I'm gonna tell you that right now. And also they have to spend a lot of money. I'm just saying that because it's rumors. Look, we're on a small island. Jersey is a small island. This is not New York City. So people are talking about these things. It's not that I can confirm that those are true, but this is hearsay. Allegedly, there's not much money in it, and you yourself have to spend money, okay? But anyhow, not that I'm salty. It was so emotional because I had to keep sort of begging to hear something back, and like I didn't hear anything back. And you can imagine how disappointing that is, especially when you're trying to plan your life. That's very frustrating. Look out for that if any of you guys want to be in a reality show. I think it's probably the same. They got back to me and they were like, look, we don't have the money and we don't have the time because we already have so many people on it that we have to film, and then we have to pay those people, and we really don't have time or money for you. And I was like, you know, appreciate that, okay? Totally appreciate that, because I don't want to get paid. I was thinking at the time, I don't want to get like the leftover money that's there in the budget, like, and everybody else is getting more pay than me, because I was like, okay, thanks for being honest, and I do appreciate that about them. I mean, I was disappointed for a while, but if it had been the right amount of money, like, and I know the amount of money, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want to get sued. You know, that's like kind of inconvenient. If they want to write me in, like, write me in, bitches. I'm here, I'm around. But I just don't think it was something that was, like, I didn't work for it, so I don't really care. Who cares, you know? Anyway, give a thumbs up for this story. And I hope you enjoyed hearing about this. This is really what television is about. I've been told that from other people in the industry, that it is quite a fickle industry and it is quite difficult to like rock with them and roll with them through the whole process. And I know there's a lot you have to go through. There's a lot of psychological testing. There's a lot of invasion of privacy and stuff like that. And I was like ready for that. I mean, I don't know. You know, like, I don't think that would have got me rejected. I think I got rejected just because they slept on me. They actually slept on me. That's why. I wanted to tell you that although the show will air in January, spoiler alert, I'm going to be doing reviews on it from then, but I'm also going to be talking about whatever I can up until then in my life. So I have a hotel review coming up, some restaurant reviews coming up. So I really hope that you guys stick with me and watch me, and I will be displaying my own life anyway. I'm gonna do a lot more vlogs, and I hope that you guys can see that they totally slept on me on the show. So stick with me, guys. Subscribe, please subscribe. I should have said that at the beginning, rookie mistake. Please subscribe so that you can see my my updates of my life, okay? Lots of love. Love you guys. Bye. Hey guys, this is just off script. I have no contract. I signed nothing on a dotted line. I signed no waivers. I signed no NDA, which is non-disclosure agreement. I signed nothing with them, which is exactly why they could not include me in the filming. So I just want to say that these are my personal opinions. This is like my personal experience, and so yeah, I just wanted to share it with you. And I just wanted to tell you that. That's it. That's just off script talk. Bye.
Well, congrats, we look watching you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Have a lovely night. Housewives of Jersey. No, I got to do one.